YouTube. My name is Ty with the Dividend Stock King with another quick video, and how investing has changed my life. I've been investing for a good 6 years now, consistently. And I'm down today, but there's things I learned in the stock market that keeps me going. One thing, the market goes up and down, so I'm not worried about being down. It's fine with me. The second thing that investing has changed my life is the fact that you can't save once you realize that you have to invest, your life will be different. You can't save your way into being wealthy. You can't save your way to having money. You just can't. You can't save your way to these things. You have to invest. You have to buy assets. And that's the name of the game. Buying assets. All I'm doing is buying things that's going to pay me money. And dividend stocks is one way of doing that. It changed my life in a way that how I handle money, how I spend money, how I see money, how to make money. So when I get a paycheck, it's to a point where me investing is the same part of me paying bills. When I pay bills, or a bill, or a cell phone bill, or my car insurance, or taxes, investing is in that bucket as well. Because you will pay bills for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you will pay a mortgage or rent. You will pay a phone bill. As long as you have a phone, because everyone has a cell phone, you will pay a cell phone bill. As long as you have a car, you will have car insurance. You got to put gas in the car. You got to maintain the car. You have to eat. I look at investing as a part of that group, because I want to buy something that's going to pay me back money. I want another stream of income. So the way my life has changed as a tangent, my family, my wife, and my kids, is that we invest. We put money. We save money. Well, I won't even save money. We invest our money. Investing is like I pay my bill. I write all my stuff out. I write up my bills, and below my bills is how much I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest. There's not, I'm going to skip this week. There's no, I don't got enough to invest. No, I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest. The question is, how much do I invest? I'm going to invest. Like you're going to pay that cell phone bill. You're going to put gas in your car. You're going to buy food. You're going to pay that rent and mortgage. You're going to do it. I'm going to invest. The question is, how much? I never skip investing. Never. Because either you put in $10 or $25 or $30, it's something. And that $30 in the market will continue to grow. It will continue to compound. Especially think about it, if you put $30 into a fund, let's say you buy QDTE. Right now it's like $30. You buy one share of this and your Roth IRA, right? You buy one share of this and your Roth IRA, and you look at when you're like, say you're 20, 21, you bought one share for $30, and you look at compound every week. Every Friday, it gives you a dividend. Every Friday for the next 30 years. How much money would you have? Over a $30 investment. Now you could do $10 every time you get paid and get a full share, right? That's the power of investment. Investing, having a 401k is just the basic. Having a 401k is default on most jobs. Having a Roth and a 401k is powerful, because your 401k is pretty much all growth, and your Roth could be all dividends. So you can have two powerhouses on your side with a traditional brokerage account. So for me, I will always invest. When I get my paychecks and pay my bills, I will invest. It's a must. They may be $30, $40 if I'm short or something comes up and they pay, it may be a little bit amount, but I'll put something. I'll put something in my Roth, and I'll put something in my taxable every time I get paid. If I win some money, or for me, like I'm in a bowling league, and then enter the league, you get a payout. It may be $800-900. That money is already accounted for me. That money is like, you know what? I'm gonna put, if I get $900, I'm gonna put $200 onto my brokerage account. Off the rip. Now, for me, my wife and I were paying down the house, so I might put like $100 on the house and maybe $200 in my brokerage account. So I get $800. I spent half that, $200 on the mortgage and $200 in stocks. I have $400 for myself. And guess what? I invested. I pay down on the mortgage to save me interest, and the rest of the money is mine. Well, I might throw $100 on like $100 on the stocks and $100 on my house, and the other $200 I pay bills, maybe a cell phone bill, the rest of it mine. That's where I look at money, and that's where I look at investing down. Investing for me and my kids also. In my kids, if I get paid, I'm putting in something. I don't care if it's $5 or $10. Some months I couldn't put much in there. I throw $10 in there. That $10 today at age 7 will probably be a millionaire when they turn 30. You're talking about putting $10 in something for the next 30 years. Think about it. You put in $10 in something today for the next 30 years or more. I look at that. I don't look at the short, I look at long term. So I'm an investor. Investing has changed my life. It changed the way I think. I've done videos, but it changed my mindset, how I see money. I'm an investor first. I have an investor's mindset. I'm a person now who wants to accumulate more assets. Now I want rental properties. Now I want other things to make money, because you see how dividend investing you are. You buy the asset and you get cash flow from it. Now I want other things in my portfolio that has cash flow. I'm a cash flow investor. I'm not a growth investor. If you want growth, go with a Roth, go with a 401k. That's growth. It's not income. I'm an income investor. I want income. I want cash money in my pocket. If I'm going to real estate, it'd be the same thing, right? I want income. I'm an income investor. So investing in general has changed my life. It changed. If my kids today, when they get money for Christmas, I say, hey, look, you got $50. Let's take half that money, 25, and put in your brokerage account. Let's pick some stocks that you want to buy, like Roblox and McDonald's. Let's invest some of that money, and the rest of the money you can keep. But I'm putting that mindset to invest first, because most people don't invest first. They blow their money. They go to the casino and blow money. I could never do it. I invest that money. Invest that money today. That way, when my son's 30 and they're a millionaire because they put $30 into a stock that's worth $100 today, that's worth $800-900 in the future, that's money. That's generational wealth right there, if you invest today. So investing has changed my life. It makes me want to invest in my children. It's a game changer, life changing. It is life changing. So that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the video, but please consider investing. I'm not getting financial advice. Consider investing. Consider, and I like dividends and ETFs because it's easy. Just open up Robinhood, and all got fractional shares. It's QTD $30. If you got $30, you can put in 10. You can put in 10 to 15 bucks, get a half a share. You still get a dividend. You will still receive a dividend. It maybe half a dividend. And you put that on drip every week. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with investing. That's me. That's where I'm at in investing. These people want to, and then again, they're going to pay once a week. This ETF here is going to pay you every Friday. They got a new ETF, QLDY, that pays twice a week. They're making funds that pay you once a week. So you get a paycheck on Friday, you can, at your job, you can set yourself up to get paid on Monday and a Wednesday. You can buy these ETFs now instead of buying dumb stuff that you don't even need or want or blowing on the casino. So up throwing $1,000, I lost $500 for what? We could throw this thing here to pay every week. They're gonna pay you every week. They're gonna pay you my income. So why even do that? And then if you want to, you can get enough shares. If QDD pay you $500, you can use that money and go to the casino. Guess what? They're gonna pay you again next week. You understand what I'm saying? Why take $500 or $1,000? You lose half the money or lose $1,000. You could have built this thing up to pay you $500 a week and use that money for the casino. That's what the rich do. I'd rather put money into something that pays me every Friday and pay me $500 a week. I take that $500. I wouldn't do it though, because I'd rather buy more shares. But at least you take that money and gamble it. Because guess what? They're gonna pay you again. They're gonna pay you a dividend next week. The next Friday, they're gonna pay you another $400 to $500. And the following week, they're gonna pay you another $400 to $500. You understand what I'm saying? It changed your mindset. Why use my money when this thing gonna pay me $500 this week? But you gotta buy a lot of shares. But I'm just saying in general, that's why I would do it. Use this to pay for your casino fund. Take the $500 of QTD. They're gonna pay you again next week. They're gonna pay you every Friday. You understand what I'm saying? So the mindset change. You're a different person. I'd rather have my assets pay me money. This is what the rich people do. They don't work for money. They have assets that pay them and they use that money. That's how you become rich in the world. Thanks for watching.